An investigation into faulty hip implants has delivered some scathing criticism of health authorities and the manufacturer. Thousands of people suffered severe pain from the so-called metal-on-metal hip implants. A Senate committee has delivered its report describing the patient's experience as shocking and unacceptable. Medical reporter Sophie Scott has the story.
More than 5,000 Australians were fitted with metal-on-metal hip replacements made by DePuy, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson. But alarm bells began to ring when many of those patients suffered severe pain and infections, and a Senate committee was set up to investigate. Now it's released its damning findings.
We found that the patients' experiences had been unacceptable, that we were actually quite shocked by the accounts that patients told us in terms of the adverse reactions that they'd had.
Independent Senator Nick Xenophon was the person who brought the matter to Parliament.
There have been some deep and systemic failures in our regulatory system. It's a case where the TGA, the watchdog, effectively needs a guide dog because the TGA hasn't done its job properly.
The committee recommends much stricter regulation of medical devices, better reporting of adverse events, and more education for doctors about potential problems with implants. It says patients may need to be checked to see whether toxic metals have leached from the faulty implants. Janice Larson was one of the unlucky patients who had a faulty hip implanted. She was in severe pain for 3 years and finally had it removed.
I couldn't walk straight. I was kind of bent over, and it was kind of a pulling tightness and a dull ache. And I had that for 3 years.
Almost 500 patients have had to have the devices removed and new implants inserted. The report says the Therapeutic Goods Administration could have done more in response to the concerns and that the manufacturer did not serve patients well. More than 400 Australians are launching a class action against the manufacturer. Sophie Scott, ABC News.